You can guarantee when you're off-road, if you're going to get a flat tyre, it's going to be in the most inopportune time, guaranteed. It'll be in the bottom of a bog hole, it'll be on the side of a hill. Well, in this video, what I want to do is see what it's like to change a tyre on a relatively steep hill. Now, this is a totally staged environment because you know, what day am I going to get a flat tyre in the perfect location where I can film this video, let's be frank. So, as soon as I stopped on the hill, just so you know, I have got this vehicle chocked, handbrake on and in low gear first. So let's go through the process of working out how do we change this tyre on a hill. Imagine the situation, we're on a outback tour, we're way out remote and we've got one spare and we're going to put it on here. But we want to keep this tyre in as good a condition as we can. Can we plug it? We might be able to repair it because we're so remote. We don't want to damage the tyre, which would happen if we started to drive on it. So we don't want to crawl our way to the top of the hill or go back down the hill. It might be a really long hill with lots of sharp rocks, who knows? Anyway, the main thing is, how do I change it safely? I've never actually had to do this. One of the big concerns is securing the vehicle so it doesn't roll when I'm on the jack. That's a serious concern. The next is, how do I get the spare tyre off the vehicle? How do I get access to the jack and all that, because it's in the back of the vehicle? So I don't know where this is going to end up, but let's go on a bit of a journey together and see if we can change a tyre safely on the side of a hill. So the first thing is all three tyres are chocked with rocks and it's in first gear low range. That's the first thing I've done, but that's not going to work for me when it comes to jacking this up in my head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the winch to secure the front of the vehicle. But if you didn't have a winch, you could use a strap and strap off to a tree or an anchor point and let the vehicle fall back against the strap so it doesn't go any further downhill. That would be another way you can do it. I'm going to do it with a winch. Now I'm also going to do it as a double line pull. And the reason for that is if I need to move the vehicle up or down whilst it's on the jack, I want that to be a really slow, controlled type environment. So let's grab some recovery gear. Now I don't need to use a bridle in this configuration. Now I could bring the hook back and just connect up to the one side, that'd be fine. But you know what, I've got the gear, it's easy to connect up, so why not do it super safe? It's going to give me a nice level of control with the double line pull as well. So I'll go up and I'll hook the top side up. Right, I reckon the car's safe. I've got three wheels chocked and I've got a nice double line pull set up here, which is holding the load. So I think that's safe. I can't think of any other things I could do to make it safe, but let me know in the comments down below, am I missing something? I feel like saying now the fun part. I think this is going to be the miserable part. I've got to get that off the back of the car. I've got to get in here and get the jack and the wheel brace and all of the equipment out of the back of the car. I've got to get under here and jack the wheel up. So anyway, time to start sweating. Because of the slope of the hill, you know, this could swing away. It's not that steep that it's a problem, but you know, there's definitely a little bit of weight there. You want to consider that. That one's not too bad. Now, I'm just having a look through the windscreen, window, to make sure there's nothing on there that could fall out. Okay, that's all good. Same. Now, make sure that the fridge is secure and doesn't come flying out. Okay. Close that, right. Relatively straightforward, that bit. Okay, now we've got to get to the jack. So that's buried up in the back here. Okay, tools. Okay. Now that was relatively easy getting the gear out, but depending on your setup, it could be a real problem. So it might be worth thinking, how do I get these components out of my vehicle, depending on how your vehicle's set up. Anyway, something to think about. Right, now I'm going to take the spare off here first. My thinking is, I don't want the car to be on the jack any longer than possible. And in case this is wiggling and moving the car around while it's on the jack, I just thought, well, I'll take that off first, and then that's just one less challenge, if you will. So it's just occurred to me, I've now got this, I've got to lift it off. It's not the, it's a bit slippery. I'm on a hill. So what I think I'm going to do is lift it off and try and hold it here, have my feet planted. So I lift it up and hold it. If I let go of it, in this particular situation, it disappears off down there and I'll have to go get it. Depending on the scenario you're in, it could be a miserable arrangement. So I'm going to lift it off and drop it there and try and hold it. I think I'll be all right. Oh. Okay. Well, the tyre didn't go anywhere. Okay, so, okay. Right, that can stay there. Now we'll get the jack set up. Now before I start jacking the car up, I'm going to loosen off the nuts just a little bit. I'm going to jack off here because that looks relatively flat. The beauty of these Toyota jacks is they are a mechanical jack, so they don't care what angle they work on, which is a good idea. We'll just come up. All right, so that's there. Now I'm going to start cranking it up, and I really hope that I've got enough height to get the wheel off the ground. The other thing is, this can be where carrying a block of wood can be helpful. You know, you put a nice base plate down there and sit the jack up on that. It's a good idea as well. The other thing you can do is get your shovel out and dig the ground down if that's what you need. You know, you kind of got to work it out, I guess. The main thing is the vehicle's not going to roll down the hill. It's on the winch and it's chocked. Ooh, okay. So there's something I didn't think about. Because the vehicle's been climbing the hill, there's a lot of load in the drive line. Now the tyre's starting to come off the ground, it wants to spin. So I don't think the vehicle's going down the hill. I think it's just driveline tension. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in on the winch just a tiny bit. It's a bit nerve-wracking, I can assure you. Okay, you saw the wheel just pop just a tiny bit. So it's driveline, that's basically wind up in the driveline, wanting to come out. Think of it as like the driveline's all springy. This is a bit unnerving. I know it's safe, but it's not nice hearing it creaking and watching tyres move. Okay, come on. I think we're doing all right. I hope this jack goes high enough. That'll be the next problem. Okay. Stop making noises. The other thing I'm watching is the vehicle moving backwards at all? Because that'll change the alignment of the jack. It's not. I'm just keeping an eye on things. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything I could be doing differently to make it safer. Am I doing this hard way? Is there a better way of doing it? Let us know. Okay, I'm off the ground. All right, I'm not going to go any higher than I have to. Now, I'm currently doing this in a controlled environment so that I'm learning stuff and I can pass that on to you. But you wouldn't want to have to do this on a really steep hill first time ever. I wouldn't enjoy that at all. Anyway, it's time to get the wheel off. So I'm going to get this off, get the new one, get it on as soon as I can. And that way, you know, I feel like we're just a bit safer. Gonna have to jack her up a little bit. Okay, there we go. When I get all 5 of these on, even just half started, I'll feel a lot calmer. All right. Make sure you tighten them up in your star pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that just makes sure that the wheel is tensioned evenly and doesn't sit cockeyed on the hub. Okay. Now we got to get the get it off the jack once we get these done. There we go. So now we'll just let the jack down. Now I'm thinking that I would probably move the vehicle from here, find a flat ground, push that tyre to that place and fit that to the spare wheel there, rather than trying to refit it on the back of the vehicle here. I reckon we've all learned something through this. At least we know we can do it on the side of the hill. I hope you never have to. Let me know if you have in the comments down below. Did I mention, make sure you tighten up your wheel nuts before you start driving again. I'm Mad Matt. Stay safe on the trails.